Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Rel. And this week I pulled one out of my stash that I want to just kind of show you and do a kit review. Some of you may have seen this, some of you may not. It's now an old kit. And for me, it has a lot of memories. And that's why I searched for it and went and bought it. Bought it a couple years ago on eBay. And, promptly looked it over. And some of those memories came flashing back, which is kind of some of the fun of picking up some of these old kits. And this one is one for me, as this kit's actually from 1985, and just kind of looking it over and reminiscing some things and, reading it over. And this cracks me up right down here. 1985 by Revell, Venice, California. Some of the components of this product may be made in West Germany and or Hong Kong and or Mexico and or the USA. The hot rod name and logo are registered trademarks of Peterson Publishing, Los Angeles, California. So that kind of cracks me up. I don't remember that or ever really reading that. And then like this logo, don't remember that at all. But anyway, I remember these hot rod series kits, and some of them were high detail or higher detail and harder to build. This one was fairly easy to build. It's a low parts count kit. Pretty simple. Matter of fact, like in here, it doesn't really, downgrade it or downplay it. But anyway, we'll dig into it and I'll talk about some of the things I remember. This box is a little beat up, but here's some of it. These two-piece wheels, tires. Check that out. Outer and inner tires that are glued together. And I don't remember if I actually glued these or not or just popped them together. But there's the rears. Goodyears, blue streaks. And here's the fronts. It's funny because this is BF Goodrich radial TAs on the front. So you got Goodyears in the back and BFGs in the front. But pretty period tires. Here's that wide body, one-piece body. Not really one piece, but the body here with this really simple engine compartment. Molded in color with the swirl marks. Now my original one, I didn't paint the body. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things I loved about these kits when I was building them. And at that time, like this was from 1985. So I would have been 11 years old about. And, I didn't sand these mold lines off, didn't care about them. And I just glued the thing together. And they were molded in color, which that's something I really, really liked. Now this tree, there's the hood with the big old hole in it. The wheels, the rears and the fronts, and different sizes too, whether it's 14 and 15, because that would make sense. This open element air cleaner, the side scoops here, the shaker here, which you didn't use these on these kit. But there's the tunnel ram, the carburetors, the velocity stacks right there. I remember using all of those. This crazy whale tail and this tail light panel, the headlight panel. I remember I detail brushed the black in here and the orange turn signals, tail panel. I don't remember if I painted that black or red, but it was all brush painted. It was like the first set of brush paint. And, that's what I remember most. Painting in here with the wheels, just the red and some of that. Now here's some more parts to this one. Here's the interior tub. Okay. The side pipes, which I thought were really cool. I don't remember painting those silver or not. Here's the hood latch panel right in the front. The rear axle. The flex fan, which is pretty cool. Both the mirrors and the inserts, not chrome. And the valve covers. I don't think there's any chrome in this kit, by the way. Here's the top of the engine with the single carburetor. Which I don't believe you use that. I think it used, or you put the tunnel ram right on top of it. I don't even remember. The belts, lower suspension, radiator, seat backs, the wheels. So these are for the brakes and stuff, or the inside of the wheels. The whole chassis, which is very, very simple. Nothing really to it. I don't remember painting any of this, just gluing it together. I don't think I cared about painting most of that stuff. Just the engine and some of the trim parts. Here's some more of the exhaust and a seat. I do remember brush painting the interior And I remember painting like these pleats in here. Don't remember painting them what color, if they were red and black. Here's the engine half, another engine half. Yeah, here we go. The engine halves, and that you just put the top on. The other seat, and here's the dash. All right. Yeah, kind of decent detail. It's a low parts count kit. Oh, and here's that tiny little steering wheel, which that's actually pretty cool. And then one thing I remember, oh yeah, the hot rod sticker. I remember sticking that on my dresser. I don't think my mom was too thrilled about that. These orange decals that are pretty much shot, whether or not they're usable. I remember putting them on though. Hot deal. Here's that other piece, and then the instructions, which don't have much to tell you. 7 colors to paint, so like super easy kit to build. Although at 11 it wasn't that easy. Yeah, you just laid that right on there. Yeah, the separate heads, so you don't use the other top half of the engine. Just looking over the instructions here, because it's been like forever and I don't remember, the full-on detail. I just remember finishing it, brush painting some of these things, and being super excited. Yeah, because I remember painting in here and then painting the outside. So what does it say? A and E. So is it black and red? Orange and red. Okay. And I probably did it exactly like the instructions said. Like I said, this was 40 years ago now. I really don't remember. But yeah, 39, 40 years ago. But I was, reminiscing, and I decided I would search for this kit out. Now, unfortunately, probably paid a nostalgia price for it. I don't remember what I paid, but these weren't going cheap. But I had to have it. It was basically their memories. And I do plan to build it. Now, one thing, if you notice while I'm flipping through this stuff, the glass is missing from this kit. And I was kind of bummed about that when I went through this and really realized that when I got it a couple years back. But I was just kind of bummed about it. But this kit, it has been reissued, and this is what it looks like. The basic builder. But this is the same kit. It's kind of funny because this is from 2007. And it's all the same stuff. It's kind of funny too because it tells you, where is it? Made in China, 2007. 69 pieces. That's all there is to it. And this one has the exact same decals and everything in it, except for there's just different colors. So that's why I bought this basic builder's kit. And because it's not the hot rod box, it was cheap. And got the tinted windows, the tinted headlights. I don't remember those being tinted. I remember being clear, but that was a long time ago. But I think if I left it charcoal, I'd kind of like this anyway and kind of build it out of the box. I don't know if I paint the stripes on though. So this has all the same parts, but except for it's molded in this olive metallic green. But it's got all the same parts. There's nothing changed in this kit. Even has the same 2-piece front tires, but it has these 1-piece molded rear drag tires, and these are Race Masters instead. So instead of the Goodyear Blue Streak 2-piece ones, it's got these 1-piece ones, but still has these. And then for giggles, the instructions get a little bit better. The motor works, but here's the same stripes in green. Kind of cool. But that's reminiscent right out of the 80s. But the fact that they didn't even really update the decals, they just changed the color, that kind of cracked me up as well. But instructions here, let's look at them. I really didn't look at this one. Of course, a much more familiar Revell logo. And here we go. Black, what color is the insert? Or is it even saying? Yeah, it's not really saying what color. Although you're painting a lot of the rest of this silver with details. Paint ring silver, semi-gloss black. Or paint ring semi-gloss blacks with silver. Silver shift knob. Semi-gloss black. So it's really not saying. The headers, all the same parts. Oh, weird. Okay, that's how they're... So 5 steps. That's kind of interesting how they blocked it together. Step 1, step 2. Then you got step 3, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So step 3 all the way to G. Step 4, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's kind of funny. And step 5. So there you go for a basic builder. Kind of interesting to look at anyway. But, this is one that, I had to purchase and get it for, just the glass basically to kind of complete this one. So it's kind of funny for me to think about and go back and think about what it was like building these kits when I was 11 or so. But the feeling of accomplishment and, after painting the trim here. Now, I know it didn't look at all good compared to this box art. And I played with those models when I was a kid and rolled them around and broke the axles, broke the suspension, and they pretty much got trashed. Plus there was glue marks and finger marks and got paint on my finger and there was fingerprints, all of that stuff. But that didn't matter to me as a kid. I was just super excited, and I just remember the feeling of finishing this one and the first one I actually used, brush paints on. I just remember all of that, and that's what, came to me, and that's what prompted me to buy this one. And those feelings still come back when I look at it and think about it. But I may have to just build this one day, just get started, build it, kind of just, have some fun with it and get it done. But anyway, just kind of wanted to share my story with you on that one and share this build and contents and everything. And even a low parts count, nothing special kit can mean something to somebody. So I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. So you guys, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments. I'd love to hear them. And kits like this that, might mean something to you, even though it's really not a special kit per se, but a kit that means something to you. So you guys, we'll talk to you again, and thank you. And you guys have a wonderful weekend.